Hi, today we're making a notebook. I started bookbinding like a few months ago. I really love it. It's a very relaxing hobby, but I am not the person that you go to for a tutorial. I'm just showing you what I did. And don't worry, I did link some tutorials on the description. If you want to start bookbinding, you're gonna make a lot of mistakes. I still make like so many mistakes, and it's part of the fun, honestly. Yeah, let's begin. So I created my own like notebook typeset on Canva, and I was very inspired by my lemon tattoo. My lemon tattoo is, can you see it? It's this one. I was very inspired by it, so I got some leaves that look like lemon tree leaves, and I also got a whole like lemon on the first pages. I copied and pasted both pages until I have 200 pages, and to print it as a book, I used Adobe Acrobat Reader and printed as a booklet. You can see how sure I was while trying to print this. I did some trial and error, and I did make another mistake. I printed the leaves on the opposite side. It's supposed to be on this side, and I just realized after folding my signatures. So yeah, so I just quickly printed it again. Now that you got your text block, you will separate your signatures. There's also a tutorial that I'm gonna link down below for that, because it's hard to figure out how many signatures for a text block. But for mine, I did 7 sheets for each signature until I was done with the text block. This time lapse is satisfying. After that, I put the signatures in the book press. You can just put a bunch of heavy objects, maybe books, on top of your text block. It's fine, it's gonna work the same. My dad made me that book press, so thanks, Dad. I forgot to record it, but I did mark where I want to make the holes for when I start stitching the text block. I'm just gonna use some thread and a straight needle, and don't worry, I got you. There are tutorials for how to stitch a text block. I'm using the kettle stitch method, which for this specific one, it's better if you have a curved needle, but I did break mine, so yeah. Ooh, another time lapse because this is a nightmare to record. Nice. Now we just go back to the book press, and we're gonna glue everything together using just some regular PVA glue. I also did put like a piece of cardstock paper just to help stiffen the spine a bit. Now I'm just measuring to trim my text block. It's easier if you have a guillotine, but I am just using a box cutter to do this. It gets the job done, but it can be a little tricky, and as you can see, I didn't do a very good job, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah. But yeah, this is how it looks so far. Now we're gonna start the cover. For the materials, you're gonna need some cardstock paper for the end papers, papel paraná if you're in Brazil, or chipboard for the actual cover, a bone folder, paintbrush, paint, self-adhesive vinyl because I use it instead of a book cloth, box cutter, scissors, and another paintbrush for the glue. To start, I'm just gonna measure it, and I'm gonna leave 1 centimeter of space right here. I'm gonna cut it to size and do that twice because we need 2 covers. For the spine, I actually did it wrong the first time, but you cut it the same length as the covers, but for the width, you cut it the same as the spine. You can see it on the video. With these 3 pieces, we need to measure the distance from one to another. So that's why I have this stick. It's 10 centimeters wide. It helps me measure it. I'm just gonna secure it with some tape, and I am actually gonna test it on my text block. And as you can see, is a bit big. So I'm gonna grab another stick that's I think 8 or 6 centimeters, and that's actually a lot better. You gotta keep trying on your text block to see if you like it. That's why we have the tape. But now it's time to actually wrap the cover. So I'm using self-adhesive vinyl instead of book cloth because I think it's just easier. You just get it ready and you just wrap it and you're done. You don't need to mess with a lot of glue, and it's very, very easy. Yep, just stick it on and you're done. Make sure you wrap the edges really nicely. Now I'm gonna use these corner pieces to make it look a bit fancier and also hide my mistakes. For the end papers, I'm just gonna get some cardstock paper and measure it the same length as the text block, but the width, you're gonna double it because we're gonna fold it. See, and it has to be the same size as your text block when you fold it. Mine was a bit bigger, so I just trimmed it a little bit. And now you're just gonna glue the very edge of those end papers on your text block. You're gonna do that to the front and the back of your text block. After you do that, just stick it in the book press again and leave it for like 4 hours or until the glue is dry. After drying, you're gonna have this side of the paper and you're gonna glue it to your chipboard, and be generous with the glue. Spread it really nicely, and after you glue both sides, press it really good and put it back on your book press. Yes, the book press is very important, but just a reminder, you can use very like heavy books or objects. It's gonna do the job. And now you're gonna leave that for like at least a day. It's gonna take a while to dry. And honestly, the longer you leave it on the press, the better. And yeah, this is how it looks so far. It's really, really cute. It looks more like a book than a notebook, but that's the vibe that I was going for anyways, and I really like it. For the fun part, we're gonna actually decorate the cover. I am just gonna sketch a little lemon that looks a lot like my tattoo, and after that, just go over it with paint, put some details, ooh, another time lapse, and yeah, this is how it turned out. I did a little branch on the spine just from some extra something. And I am really proud of this notebook. It's really, really cute. But yeah, this is how it turned out. I brought it with me to my trip. Look, it's so cute. I'm so proud of it. But that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe and click the like button, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye!